Hello, and today let's see the future of our solar system, which is when our beautiful sun turns into a very large red giant. Now this is what the sun will look like, and it's going to be very, very hot. You see, and the plants will get very, very hot because of the sun. It'll burn around 500 times brighter and be 256 times larger, which you see here. Now, if you have wondered why the sun will become larger, it's because of, when the old sun starts burning helium, which is created from today, the helium has to get very, very, very hot, which needs a larger surface area to get burnt on, so it expands its surface and shrinks its core to burn all that helium. Okay, let's start. Here's the sun. Now we're going to go to the closest planet to the sun first, Earth. You could see Earth is like this, at around 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 1,100 degrees Celsius. Yep. And with the moon, the same temperature. See these two hellish balls. Next will be Mars. Now Mars is also boiling rocks at 1,650 degrees Fahrenheit or 900 degrees Celsius when the sun becomes a red giant. Now I'm just going to pause it and you'll see how big the sun looks. Now we're going to go to Mars. The moon, and then Mars. You see, the sun's right here. Just look how big that is. Now, don't worry about Mercury and Venus because they just obliterated in the sun. And turned into atoms, maybe. And then I'll speed it up again. Next, we go to Jupiter. It's also pretty hot, with its moon, or like Ganymede, at 180 degrees. You see Jupiter right there has been toasted. We'll go to Ganymede. This takes a long time. Ganymede with Jupiter is also pretty toasty hot. Now we go to Saturn. Now Saturn could be in the habitable zone with its moon Triton right over here at 30 to 60 degrees Celsius, enough to support some life. Now let's go to, what was that again? Uranus and its largest moon, Titania. I only added the largest moon. Titania, which is at around 40 to 30 degrees, a pretty comfortable temperature, but this is the problem of Titania. It doesn't have an atmosphere, so if it even is hot enough, then it could not support any life because of no atmosphere. So no water could be on the surface. Next, we're going to Neptune. Neptune and its moon Triton are pretty good, at a pretty good temperature. You can see the satellites and the city town lights. It's at around 20 degrees Celsius, a pretty comfortable temperature. And even Saturn there on its own is 30 degrees. So that's pretty comfortable, and we could just use the Star Wars floating cloud cities and float some of them on Saturn, and we could live on Saturn. Finally, we're going to go to Pluto. Pluto, a bit too cold, but still habitable. See, just a tiny bit too cold, maybe 10 degrees or a few degrees. But anyways, that's what the future of the solar system will be. And I've actually heard some people say this red giant sun will cover even the moon and Earth. And I've heard this red giant sun will not be big enough to cover Earth. And it could be around 0.9 astronomical units to 1.4 astronomical units in diameter. So we cannot live on Earth anymore right here. See, it's a bit too toasty. Much too toasty at 1,100 degrees. So that's the end. Bye-bye.